What's up, guys? Aquarium Conversations back again with a fun little video. Let's see. My YouTube channel has been up technically. I looked at it. It said 2012, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't think I did anything in 2012. I don't really remember doing anything of any importance to like 2015 and 2016. And probably what I did, it damn sure wasn't anything about fish tanks. We're sitting here right now in front of my 65-gallon tank. And I've told the story before, so I'll kind of briefly tell it with you. I never had any sort of interest or even curiosity when it came to aquariums or fish tanks, anything like that. Didn't have any interest in fish. I remember going to the zoo and going to the aquarium part. It was cool, but it didn't blow me away. However, I've always been attracted to water. Swimming, I love rain. I was a kid, when there was a thunderstorm, I'd run out in the middle of the street and stand in the rain, and my mother and father would yell at me and, ask me to get my ass back in the house. I was always a kid, even when I couldn't swim, would jump into the deepest part of the swimming pool. I loved, I could, sit on stand at the beach and just stare at the waves crashing in for hours and hours and hours. It was mesmerizing. Water has always kind of had that effect on me. Moving water, rivers and streams. It's, some people call it Zen or whatever, but it did all that for me. In 2016, somebody gave me an Amazon gift card and said, hey, buy yourself a fish tank. And I didn't want to do it. I probably wanted to get something else. I can't remember what else I was into back then, but it was damn sure wasn't fish tanks. So, needless to say, the search began. Find some sort of easy fish tank, and it's something that won't break, and I won't have water in my apartment, or I won't kill fish. Just something simple. Hopped on YouTube, educated myself. Found a lot of cool YouTubers, and stumbled upon a 2.5 gallon. I think it was a Fluval Spec or something like that. I think I still have it actually. And I set it up. I got some black gravel, got some of those Marimol moss balls, got a couple rocks. They were red rocks. That video is still on my channel if you want to check it out. And I bought a bed of fish. Set it up and turned the lights on. And I sat at my dining room table for the next 2 hours staring at that little tank. And in that moment, I realized how cool aquariums and fish tanks, whatever you want to call them, how cool they were. And I immediately jumped back on Amazon looking for another tank. Fast forward, that's why I have an apartment full of fish tanks now, various sizes. You've heard the multi-tank addiction or multi-tank syndrome. Yeah, I'm knee deep in the middle of that. Okay. However, something else happened that was kind of cool. I started, posting my experiences on YouTube, thinking somehow I could help, other people who were just getting into a hobby, share my experiences, let people know that, hey, I'm going through the same thing, or even be able to ask questions, or hell, now I'm to the point where I'm answering some questions, not to say that I'm an expert or anything like that, but I can, there's, when it comes to the conversation, the general conversation about keeping fish, I can kind of hold my own, which is cool. And even now, people who know I'm into it reach out to me and say, hey, I got a question. And as time has gone on, people are watching my videos, and people are sending comments and reaching out to me about things. And I never ever wanted to do this to try and attain some sort of stature. I'll be perfectly honest with you, I got a full-time job. I don't have time to be making videos every 10 minutes and trying to get a million subscribers and all that kind of stuff. If it happens, great. But am I going to chase it? No. However, I looked at my subscriber count, and I have currently 909 subscribers. And if you would have told me when I posted that first video of that Fluval spec that I'd have 900 people, following me or somewhat interested in what I'm doing, and maybe not all 900, but maybe 30 of y'all are actually getting something from what I'm doing and how I'm sharing my experiences. So I kind of want to do something, kind of cool. The best thing for me about YouTube is being able to give back and again share those experiences and help people. So I have an idea. So you guys remember this tank, right? What about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, I did a video, an unboxing on it. I found that little insert to go inside, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. I bought this tank, and that's when the idea came to me. Hey, Chris, why don't you give it away? Why don't you, you're moving on to bigger tanks and things like that. Not to say that there's anything wrong with smaller tanks, but why don't you give it to somebody? I took the insert out. Here, you guys can look in. It's all wrapped back up. Let's see what's not in here. The filter cartridge. I obviously took that out. But here's what I want to do. If and when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give this away. And what I want you guys to do is to, in the comment sections of this video, this particular video only, I want you to answer one of two questions. One, real general, if you're into the hobby, and I'm assuming you're into the hobby because you're following my channel, briefly tell me what this hobby's done for you. Is it a therapy thing? Is it a collection thing? Do your friends like to come over and look at your fish tanks? Do your kids enjoy it? Do your friends always want you to help them with their, fish tanks? And I want this to, be real positive and fun. But just briefly kind of tell me, the impact that the aquarium hobby has had on you. If you can't answer that question, here's another question. If you're in a hobby, tell me how cool it would be for you to maybe give somebody a tank like this and help them set it up and really get them involved in the hobby. And I mean, if it's somebody who was like me, who just had no interest in it, and you think it would be a cool gift. If it's a little one, kids, nieces, nephews, whoever, probably the greatest feeling that I've had is sitting down with my nieces and nephews and setting up little fish tanks. I've done it, a bunch of times, and it's the coolest thing in the world. You let them, with the sand and the rocks and the gravel, you let them pick the fish or the plants or the decorations. It's awesome. You let them fill it up, turn on the lights, like it's just an awesome thing. So tell me what that, or how cool that experience would be for you guys, because it's an awesome experience for me. So briefly, two questions. One, tell me what the aquarium hobby has done for you. And second, if you can't answer that question, tell me, if you have somebody in mind who could benefit from this tank, kind of tell me how cool it would be to maybe pass this on to them. And as you guys know, who's ever sent me a comment, I'm pretty good at reading all my comments, so I'm going to read them all. and what I want to do is I'll pick the best one, the one that kind of gives me the best feeling that I know this tank will be given to somebody and it'll be in good hands. It'll be awesome. It'll be cool to create memories and stuff like that, or it'll be a catalyst to move on to bigger tanks or whatever. And then what I'll do is, that person I'll reach out to, send them my email address, we'll exchange, whatever. And I'll send this to them, I'll pay for the shipping and all that kind of stuff. Send that person a tracking number so they can track the package. And, hopefully it'll be going to a good home. But I thought that would just be cool. Again, I'm not chasing subscribers. I just, 1,000 would kind of be cool. Is this a way to maybe get myself closer to some sort of YouTube goal? Maybe, but again, I'm not chasing. I just think it'd be cool to have 1,000 subscribers, and more importantly, I think it would be cool to do this kind of giveaway and be able to, help somebody either along with the hobby or to start their journey into the hobby. So let me know what you guys think. If you're interested, start firing away those comments. If you know somebody who's into this kind of stuff and you guys like the content that I put out, tell them to go ahead and subscribe. And when I get to 1,000, I'll reach out to somebody and send this tank to them. So any questions or comments, hopefully, I'll get a lot of them. I'll be looking forward to reading them and responding to them and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be looking forward to give this tank away. But other than that, I will talk to you guys later. See you guys down the road. Bye.